Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. We're starting a little late due to scheduling issues with several of us that are here, but we're here to play. Before we hand it off to Mark to go ahead and jump into tonight's session, as per usual, Roll20 is what we're using to show the maps and the minis to give you an idea of what's going on with combat. Oh, and screw with the maps apparently. The screen apparently. Let's see. Miniatures are brought to you through the Hero Forge subscription packet. And if you check out Hero Forge, you can create your own custom mini, all the way up to a statuette size. And when I mean custom, I mean you can give it its own look, race, clothing, gear, pick certain eras, whether it be modern or fantasy or even sci-fi. You can paint it, pose it, and if you're a subscriber, you can turn around and make that your digital version. You can play it in your digital games at home. Other than that, we have a link down below for extra life. Click that link, give it to the kids, help them out. There's also a link down there for our website that Marcus from our Friday and Sunday night games has been working on. So click on that and you can give it a look-see as well. Well, without further ado, I'll go ahead and hand it off to you, Mark, as I adjust things because they look a little wonky at the moment.
Sideways?
No, it was a matter of adjusting the map size because names were on top of each other. But it's all you.
Okay, so I appreciate you guys willing to sign up for another round of mayhem, given that we just finished 7 acts of Fires of Ra, and they were dumb enough to come back for more. So, it's all on you. Appreciate it. This is Lomopardo Incident. This is not your standard 1 act. This is a 3-act mission. So try to think of this more as a home game that's being played in TORGanized play format. Your card play matters. This is something that I'm writing out, and this table will be enough critical events for me to be able to go ahead and write out the next segment. So gameplay in this affects what comes next. In all of its forms. So consider that you're dabbling in a cosm that might be slightly similar and different. I mean, it is organized play, so you're going to get a log for it. But anyway, with that, the point there is that card play matters. Your decisions and the outcomes matter. Okay? So with that said, let's jump right in there. Contacts each of you trust have reached out and requested your presence at a meeting to take place on the U.S. Marine Corps base of Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. A human woman of Asian descent with long, shoulder-length black hair wearing digital camouflage enters the room. She sits down and you notice silver eagles adorning the collar of her uniform. She places a file on the table but doesn't open it. Above her right breast pocket is the name Ito. My name is Jennifer Ito. I will be your liaison for this mission. The Delphi Council needs intel on a small village in Spain inside the Seville zone of the Cyber Papacy, southeast of Jerez, called Lomopardo. Last night, some kind of convoy entered the town heading north, out of Puerto Real and the port of Cadiz. The truck crashed somewhere around Lomopardo. Several explosions occurred and set a portion of the town on fire. By the time the sun came up, the town was cordoned off by church police who turned all traffic away. This intel came from a Nile Empire group calling itself the Oracle Initiative. Their information was solid. They predicted the incident, but we know almost nothing about them other than their contact's name, Cassandra. She claims to be able to see into the future. Well, she was right about Lomopardo, and now she claims that something far worse is going to happen to all of Core Earth, and it's tied to whatever happened in that little Spanish village. Without preamble, she picks up a remote and presses several buttons. The screen behind her flickers to life. A slender black man with close cropped hair and athletic build is seated at a table with Quinn Sebastian. Sebastian looks up and addresses the group. Colonel Ito has given you the simple briefing on the mission, but I wanted to speak to you personally to let you know that while this lead may have come from the Oracle Initiative, whatever that is, the Delphi Council supports it 100%. Get to Lomopardo and find out what happened there. Pursue all leads to their logical ends and report all findings back to the Colonel. Do not cause an international incident. We are not prepared to, let's see, the council considers Jean Malraux and his church police to be an enemy, but we aren't ready to enter into open conflict with the cyber papacy just yet. Let's see. Get any evidence you can lay your hands on back to the colonel however you can. Good luck. The screen goes dark and the colonel turns back to regard you with all with an unwavering gaze. You'll take a U.S. Marine transport from Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point to Gibraltar. Your contact will meet you on the ground there and get you to Cadiz. And with local help from the resistance, the Spanish Maquis de la Tormenta, they should be able to get you into the interior of Spain without alerting the church police. Any questions?
The explosion itself, do they think it was something that was technological, or was it a magical or a miracle, or have no idea?
It was a truck that ran off the highway and crashed into a warehouse on the corner of the village.
I've used that method before.
I'm sorry?
No. When you don't have a key and you need to go through the front door, big trucks work real well.
Oh, this was some kind of accident.
Yes.
The truck was driving erratically and smashed through the barrier, careened through the gate and fence of the warehouse, and then on its side ended up half in, half out of the warehouse. Several explosions occurred. The power was cut to the village, and sometime after that, smaller secondary explosions across the village happened.
Do you know what the cargo was of this
No.
truck?
We're hoping you can find out.
Do we know where it originated?
Yes, in the port of Cadiz.
And they don't have a
Well, I'm sure they
Manifest.
do, but we haven't been able. This is cyber papacy. You're our team going in to figure these things out.
The
noted.
are they still? Is the power still out?
As far as we can tell, I mean, it's been 24 hours.
Okay.
The church police showed up, and absolutely no one has gotten in or out. We'll have you on the ground within 24 hours. Another 12 should put you at the village if all goes well with the Maquis de la Tormenta.
And Mark, I'm assuming, even though I'm from the Nile Empire, that I ever heard of this Oracle initiative?
There's so many super groups. The Retribution League, Legion of Boom, the Legion of the Fearless Ones. I mean, there's so many names that spring up. Nothing today they're here and tomorrow they're gone. Yeah, just
Sure, no, that's fine. I figured, just worth asking. Alright. Do you have a way for us to communicate with you once we get into this city?
Let's see.
I mean, if we get the intel, the fastest way to get it to you would be best.
I'm sure we can arrange a satellite phone or something along those lines. But the cyber papacy is very good at tapping into electronic communications. You use your best judgment there. Any other questions? If not, let's get you on the way to Cherry Point.
I mean, I would like to,
Any
get a
acquisitions?
riot stick and some armor when I get there.
This would now be a good time for any of your streetwise or persuasion rolls for acquiring goods, and we will be able to do some stuff in between acts, kind of like we did with Fires of Ra. So if you have any requisitions you would like to make, now would be the time.
I requisition a riot stick, and I will purchase some GWI hollow mesh. But being wealthy, I know people.
So you don't have to roll, you just do it.
Correct. Yeah, because they are under 14s.
Yep.
Did you want us to introduce ourselves so that people?
Now is also a good time for that because we're about to spend an 11-hour flight.
Because I think I think Pierre has been around before, but I think most of the characters are new.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and start with. We'll just move left to right. Let's start with Soaring Sleuth.
So the Soaring Sleuth is quite obviously a Nile Empire hero. He is in a mask and costume, so you cannot see much of his face, but he looks very human. Although for some reason his ears do seem to be a lot larger than your standard ears, almost like kind of the flaps of a bat wing or a bat ear is what you see from him. He is definitely very dark and brooding, but he has a number of gadgets around him that you can see off of his person, including basically what looks to be somewhat like a ray gun, and some disruptor grenades hanging off his sides, and some speed cuffs because why not?
Always got to have speed cuffs.
We'll overcome the effectiveness of those.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Aiden.
Aiden stands about 6'3", dark hair, English in appearance, and he's wearing a black, what looks like to be a silk suit. Some of you have probably heard rumors that he, at one point in time, was an MI6 agent that was working in Tokyo at the time when things went down. And if you've ever heard him introduce himself completely, from time to time, he uses a different last name.
Pavel.
Ah, yes. Pavel Volkov, no relation. He is a member. He is definitely Tharcold. He is a member of the race. And he's got a big brain.
Is it in a glass jar?
No, not yet. For that'll be beta level. For this adventure, he has chosen to wear a pink bathrobe, and when questioned about it, he says, "Well, I'm going into cyber papacy. I needed like something to wear, look like a monk." Yes, that was friends saying.
So you went with pink bathrobe.
The friends in Tharcold say, "Here, wear this robe and going through cyber papacy. It's good." So yes, he's wearing a pink bathrobe with a hood.
Okay.
Is like monk, yes.
Our Lady of the Masculine Petunia.
Exactly, and it hides his shot. It also helps hide his shotgun. So.
Did I see Aiden carrying a Barrett?
He's got one slung over his shoulder, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to implement that setup rule with the Barrett because
no problem.
Just like we were doing with
Cool Hand.
it's been a week and I can't even remember.
The Cool Hand.
Jim's
Cool
character
Hand.
from Fires of Ra.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right, that's Pavel. Pierre.
Pierre.
Yeah, the Cool Hand. Cool Hand Herp.
Pierre looks
Good,
like
Pierre.
a musketeer who has a cyber arm and is wearing a pure sight goggles on, but otherwise he looks straight out of the 17th century, and he carries a hilt of a rapier that can become a GWI rapier of David.
Huh, we got a card issue going on. Yeah, no, I saw you reskin the Sword of David as the Rapier of David.
Yes.
What I will do if we have the
do we
same
need to recall the
cards-
cards? What's going on with the...
Well, what I'll do is I'll go on and get rid of my cards, and you can just put them back or discard them. and I'll just draw a new set.
I'm wondering if maybe we
Since-
drew at the same exact time, that if it just sent them both out
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, so I'll let you have that set, and I'll just pull up a new set.
That's super bizarre. I've never seen that
Yeah.
before. I hope that doesn't mean everybody's rolling a ones out of the gate. That would be bad. I mean, all right. Let's see. Bjorn.
Bjorn Bjork is 6'9" and incredibly broad. And the first thing you notice is he is in a loincloth and is incredibly hairy. I mean, as in his entire body is covered in thick fur. Not hair, fur. But you
I
look
know
a
a
little
guy.
bit closer, and you actually see that underneath that, there is razor ribbon mesh that seems to have impregnated into his skin. And on his back, he does carry a V-shaped guitar, and it actually does look like it has been sharpened with new blades or something that somehow got onto them. So it looks like a battle axe. That nicely doubles as his guitar.
Oh, and everything broke loose again.
Oh, what broke loose?
You guys were all locked up, and everything for me was robotic, and nobody was moving in the feed.
Yes.
I got to go into task manager
I'm
here and kill some stuff.
gonna have to work on the Swedish accent. I thought I had it, but it's not wanting to start, so.
Well, at least your Swedish accent's probably not going to be any worse than my Australian accent was.
Yes, I don't want to come across like I don't want to come across as the Swedish chef, but I know I'm going to at some point. So
We'll allow it.
You're ruining next week's tour guide Tuesday.
yeah, he also had. I'm just reskinning the throwing axes to be circular saws, and just using the same thing as that. But I mean, hey, he was in the blast radius. He picked up whatever he could.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
No.
Give me a second, guys. I think I found my problem, and I think I took care of it. I hope.
It seems
You're
your
so you're
name
lucky
is...
Rod wasn't here to take a screenshot of that frozen screen.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. You
Yeah,
were
no,
stopped with your mouth like a little tiny hogo.
Oh, come on, computer! Damn it! I fixed this.
Now you're just going to invite somebody to go back to the stream on Twitch or YouTube and just take that
Find
screenshot
it.
anyway.
Yeah. I can smell a change for Tour Guide Tuesday that I don't like. Just remember, I control how many bad guys you face.
That's true.
All right,
Rod
so
doesn't care. He's not here.
yeah, Rod does not care. That's correct. Y'all can stop talking about it now because you are here. Any more persuasion checks?
Does anybody have something they're
Requisitions?
interested in getting and don't think they can get?
I would like to streetwise buy a god meter because I lost mine a few adventures back with that Law of Decay card.
Ah, I might remember that.
So I will
go ahead.
try.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, off by one. Let's see what I can do about that.
Can I assist him?
Not he's rolled.
Yeah.
You got to assist before he rolls.
Sure. I will. You
is
will
the-
give it to him.
Isn't the God meter a 13?
That's he's got a 14 now, so it doesn't matter.
Oh
Actually,
yeah,
there-
it's the Herod that's a 12. I wanted the god meter though. So
Yeah, but you
yes.
got a
Okay.
14, so you're
Yep.
good.
I supported you, Lehman.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, you sell to him. He's
You
good.
said you give to him now.
Right.
Okay.
Ah,
Give me a EMP grenade.
no.
That is a no. That is
You're
a no.
unskilled with this. I do not give.
You do not give it to me at all.
I have no idea what I would want at this point, so not worrying about it.
Moving right along. All right. So the 11-hour flight from Cherry Point, North Carolina to Gibraltar goes without incident. While the military transport isn't comfortable, there's plenty of room given the heroes are the only cargo. The aircrew remains aloof and distant, preferring to engross themselves in the task at hand rather than simple conversation. You transport lands, taxis, and parks inside a hangar where your team disembarks. There you are met by an average-sized man with a deep tan complexion belying his Mediterranean descent. He introduces himself as El Quiso, but asks you to call him Freddy, and directs you through the hangar to the office and the standard Chevy Suburban the U.S. government seems to always use. The trip from the city of Algeciras... Oh, you know what? Let's do the thing. And that means that everybody needs to be out on that tabletop. So just drag your tokens out there. As El Quiso loads you up. Trip from the city of Algeciras along the N340 coastal highway, stops briefly in Viger de la Frontera for fuel, but then gets on the highway heading northwest again. Traffic on the highway to the northwest is almost non-existent, and after 10 minutes of driving, you realize the reason why. The swirling boundary line that marks the edge of one chasm meeting another comes into view. A reality storm is in full force, covering everything across the highway. My briefing said we were in a hurry. Do you want me to drive us through that, or would someone else like to take the wheel? Freddy asks, pulling off to the side of the road.
Sure.
So your question is he going to drive, or are you going to drive?
I'll drive.
All right. So, spinning it up. Your land vehicles check is a standard DN, but you're -2 because the SUV maneuver rating is not very good. So go ahead and give me a roll with a -2 modifier on your reality, on your on your land vehicles. Yes.
Well, can I be in the front seat trying to give him an assist?
Absolutely. Anyone who would like to backseat drive and help with this certainly may if they want to.
I would like to backseat drive.
Okay. Look at that. You give good sides. You're a good navigator. Oh, Pierre's a good navigator, too. You're at +3 right now. Anybody else?
We make up for the minus.
No. He will be fine.
So
Yeah, so you're at a straight roll. Straight roll on your vehicles.
Okay, you said +3 though, right?
Well, it's 3 people assisting. That's a +2
Gotcha.
on the combined
Straight
action
roll.
chart.
Copy that. All right. There we go.
Hey, that's a good success. Do you want to stick with that, or would you like to go for outstanding, which is 5 higher?
Sure, why not?
I have an adrenaline if you have another card or if you wanted to spend a possibility.
I haven't. I have 2 actions. I can pop them out, I guess.
Then let me trade, because I was going to say use an adrenaline because it's less specific than the action. So that way I can trade the action to somebody else.
So
if
where
they
are you
want.
at? You are here.
All right, I'll just put yours on the table if you're going to spend it.
All right, so it gives me up to 18, and then add the action to make it outstanding.
Okay, so you managed to drive through the storm as though the thing weren't even there. You see the ebbs and flows in the turmoil and the red and blue lightning and whatnot, and you expertly weave through it. In fact, you're pretty sure with the debris that's being tossed around and what's going on in here that had you not done so well, you might have been taking a little bit of shock that might stick around for a while. It might have been difficult, but as it is, you don't even have to make a reality check because you've driven so well. You've avoided all of the heaviest ebbs and flows of the possibilities, the storm that's raging around you. Another 50 minutes is spent traveling northwest before turning. Before turning. Where did I go? I did something and then now I can't see it. Before turning south after the city of San Fernando on the Bay of Cadiz. The winding coastal highway turns sharply north and west again as the water appears on both sides and closes in to reduce the highway to a narrow peninsula of land leading to the bustling port of Cadiz before you. El Estibador, the longshoreman, is a friend of mine. He knows everything that goes on in Cadiz and everyone. If you can convince him you are trustworthy, he will certainly put you in touch with the Maquilla Tormenta. Avoid the street beaters and church police on the docks. You stand out like sore thumbs, and they'll detain you just for looking out of place. Let's see. Freddy lets you out between an alley, two warehouses, and waves in the direction of the port container docks. Let me get everybody over to the next tabletop because we're heading that way. Oops, it's already open. El Estibador is in the offices of Constellation Intermodal Logistics, a shipper with offices in Spain, America, and most of the world. Go in and ask to speak to Vadillo Cordova. He only uses the nickname with people like us. They'll assume you're there as day labor and send you down the dock to see him. Earn his trust, mention the Marquis de la Tormenta and my name, and he'll likely give you a task to prove your worth. So you are in an alley facing that dock there with an office to the right that has a sign on it that says Constellation Intermodal Logistics.
So we need to speak with whom?
Speak with him and tell him that we are friends with where's the name?
Marquis de la Tormenta?
No, that's the name of the people trying to help. We need to talk. We need to contact the longshoreman, convince him we're trustworthy. We drop his name.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. What was his name? You said it, and I didn't get to write it down.
Don't call him longshoreman. He only uses that with people like us. His name is Vadillo Cordova.
Yeah, you ran through those names so quickly, I did not catch any of them.
Okay.
Vadillo Cordova.
His name is Vadillo Cordova. He is called the longshoreman, but he only uses that with people like us, or the Marquis de la Tormenta. Go in and tell him that you know me, El Quiso, Freddy. Tell him you're looking for the Marquis de la Tormenta. He will probably give you a task to prove that you are trustworthy. It does not do well to trust people out of hand in this business. Go into the office and tell them you're looking for Vadillo Cordova, and they will assume you are day laborers, and they will send you off onto the dock. It is the only way to get past the security. I suppose you could pick a fight with them, but gunplay in the middle of the day draws attention, no?
Lots of attention.
That's why. It depends on where you are in the world.
No, it always draws attention. It's just, sometimes people don't care.
This is cyber papacy. Toaster is listening here. It draws attention.
Toaster? Anyway, you driver guy. Aiden.
Freddy.
No,
yes?
Aiden.
Yes.
He drove through storm, yes?
Oh,
yes.
Other driver guy.
Other driver guy.
Yes. What can I do?
So let us go talk to people. You look like you have good face. I have face that will melt paint off side of barn.
They paint a barn?
Let's make our way to the dock.
Yes.
Okay, so you head into the office.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There is an older handsome older lady sitting behind the counter. She has a name tag on that says Alma. She smiles at you as you enter. Buenos días, ¿con quién es tu cita? Anybody speak Spanish?
No.
Italiano?
French.
Germano? Alemán? Fine English.
Yes, English
What?
works.
Good day. Who is your appointment with?
Vadio Cordova. We were told to come see
You're
him.
more day labor? I do not know that he needs more day labor today.
Hey,
Come
they
back
just told-
tomorrow.
They
Perhaps
just
he
told us
needs
to
more.
come down here today and go see him.
Yes, we do not need more day labor today. He has all the help he needs. You may come back tomorrow.
Well, we were told we need to get down there today. That he actually needed the extra help.
She looks kind of stern at you, and she kind of narrows her eyes, and she says,
I just kind of smirk, a little smile. Not a sarcastic one, but just kind of a.
I promise you I know what he does and does not need today. It is my job to know these things. He does not need any more help today. Thank you.
Are you sure about that?
Are
Why
you
did he tell us to come today?
trying to persuade or
Yes,
intimidate?
persuade. No, I'm not. No intimidation. I just want to try to persuade.
Okay.
Some charm.
She looks rather recalcitrant. It's going to be. This is going to be a hard DN14 persuasion.
Alright. Well, look at that. Spend the
Well.
candy since I got close, but not quite.
I have an action if you want it.
I've already put the thing down. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, we're possibilitying this. That is 2 points off. Let's see. No, it's not. That is, what is that?
1 point
14,
off.
24, 19. You're 1 point off of a good.
I got a reconnect and a tune. Do we have any Cosmo cards yet? No, we don't have any Cosmo
Oh,
cards.
you should. Okay, so yeah. My apologies, gentlemen. I forgot all about that. Let's roll the infamous 1d2. What are we, 5 times?
Mm-hmm.
Are 2. A 1 is Cyber Papacy, 2 is Core Earth. Dan and Robert, go ahead and get your Core Earth. Everybody else is Cyber Papacy. Thus, it is a mixed zone.
Okay. Did you want that reconnect for that action?
Sure, that's fine. Is anybody here a spellcaster?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing.
Nope.
Not a spellcaster.
All right, so you can turn those in and get new ones. With a 21, you are currently 3 points off of an outstanding.
I do have a willpower. Do you want the outstanding?
Sure, why not? I mean, the only thing I got left's in the tune, so.
Sure. I'll take the attuned.
Mike. There you go.
Yep.
Pavel.
Bobble.
There, no cards. Woohoo.
I gotta be here. This is table 4. Streaming.
You must put on that, English charm.
He
Oh.
switches over to his best James Bond MI6. And,
Hello, Miss Moneypenny.
oh, Miss Moneypenny, how are you today? Looking smashing, my dear girl. She picks up a radio from under her desk and says, "Video," and she begins to speak in rapid fire Spanish. He says something back.
And I will put in that Kiesu sent us.
Freddie.
Freddie told us he needed help.
El Quiso! Oh, why didn't you say so at first? This would have been a little easier. She speaks some more. He says something back. She says some sharp words into the radio, and you hear a one-word response. She says, "You may go down to the dock. Vadio will be waiting for you. You will see him. He is unloading ships. You will know him from Hard Hat and the radio, and he's the one barking at all of the men."
Thank you very much, my lady.
My pleasure. She gives you a winning smile, the kind that you expect might someday grow into something. Yes.
Well, Mike's the one that does the romance cards, so.
Can
You
I
head down the
drop?
docks. And you do indeed see a man on a radio barking orders at, oops. Let's show that one.
Doesn't look like a video, Cordova.
Yeah. You're asked, let's see, a couple of a guardsman walks you down the dock towards the video, and he kind of point and then peel away a little bit. You're escorted down the asphalt pier to a berth with a smallish merchant vessel. It looks to have seen better days. Rust can be seen spotting the rails leading to the bow, where an Italian flag hangs limp in the breezeless air. Men in dungarees and blue shirts scramble across the deck of the ship as the crane lowers its hook toward a waiting net to hoist several pallets of goods. Several men stand near a large box truck, one standing apart, speaking into a walkie-talkie as he looks up the cab of the crane. Video Cordoba. Your escort shouts Video's name. He turns, spots your party, then returns his attention to the crane operator in the vessel. "Veni acá, Lucas! Veni acá!" The man approaches, takes the offered walkie-talkie, and begins speaking in rapid-fire Spanish. "Alma says you need to see me. Please be brief. I need to have the ship unloaded quickly, or my crew will be in overtime, and that looks bad to the bosses."
Yes, Freddie told us to come speak with you.
Wait, that... You know El Quiso?
Yes.
So he kind of takes the hard hat off for a second, scratches his head as he walks around you, and he puts... he gets on the other side of you with the offices behind him, and he says, "You need to keep your voice down. What is it that you have been sent for?"
There was an accident involving a truck that came from this place. We're trying to find out what it had on it, what its load was.
I believe you're through, you know, some, we have mutual friends, the Marquis de la Tormenta.
He kind of cuts his eyes when the others... you need to...
They are helping us get somewhere.
Perhaps. I can connect you with them, but you need to do something for me. Prove that you are on our side and not Cyberpope's side.
You need
What-
ship unloaded before crew
what
gets into
exactly?
overtime?
Oh, I'm sure that's...
Look, El Quiso is a troublemaker. You best stay away from him. For that matter, you might be troublemakers. Ship does not need to be unloaded, but I can do a favor for you. If you do favor for me.
What do you need?
Yes. What exactly it is you referring to?
Port officials have a crate held in customs, even though the customary bribes were paid in advance. I need that crate out of customs and delivered, coincidentally, to the very people you seek to meet.
All right. point us in the right direction.
How can
And
we
where
identify
exactly in
this crate?
What exactly is this in customs we're trying to get? Because I'm sure there's more than just one item there.
It's a crate.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do you have any markings?
It's about 3 meters, 2 feet square, a meter, wood slats, 1 meter. It is not very heavy.
Does it got any markings?
Yes, he gives you he gives you a piece of folded up paper that shows a picture of the label. You'll know it by this.
And what is the item in the crate?
Something that the Marquis de la Tormenta needs. You do not need to know what is in the crate. Just
Well,
get the
depending
crate.
on what's in the crate might depend on how well we handle it.
Does it blow up?
Yeah, I mean, do we need to make
No,
sure it doesn't
no,
get
it is
shot,
not
dropped,
explosive.
flipped?
It is. I would treat it as if you were carrying eggs from market.
And do you know where this is being held at the moment?
Yes. The customs house is a large warehouse complex, 3 piers over and 2 streets out, headed away from the docks. The crate you want is in the bonded area behind a guarded and fenced-in area of the warehouse, inside. You'll know you have the right one because it's addressed to Avril Beaumont in Avignon.
Avril?
Avril. Abril. Here.
Beaumont.
It is in chat.
And all right. How many sentries or guards or whatever guard the customs area?
This warehouse is run by the government, so expect your typical cyber people guards and surveillance systems, but nothing heavy duty. Oh, and don't be seen. If they get your pictures associated with the burglary, you'll be all over the Godnet, and then it will be very difficult, and probably too hot to meet Marquis de la Tormenta. Your mission will come to quick end.
All right. Are there? Cybercraft say there are definitely cameras in there.
One should assume, sure. I mean, there's a cyber papal camera in the toilet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just have to make sure everything comes out okay every time.
Not a visual I needed.
Yeah, but you got it anyway, so you're welcome. Just one of the many services we offer here.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate that.
My pleasure.
So we probably not should go in, guns blazing like cowboys, right?
No. I do not do what Americans do.
So where do your help get their safety gear?
What?
Your hard hat, your reflective vest, safety gear.
Buy it from store in Puerto Real.
You don't give your day laborers safety gear when they're working on the docks?
If you do not come equipped to do the work, you do not get the work.
All right.
We weed out the deadbeats that way. Send the Cartageson home.
All right. Anybody else? Any other questions you guys have? I guess we'll make our way towards customs.
As you turn to leave, he says, "Here, take this," and he tosses you a walkie-talkie. It is set to the right channel. Do not change it. When you have the crate, call me. I will tell you what to do.
Well, I will turn it all the way down.
Okay.
So
That way
as we were
nobody keys up
leaving-
on it when we're trying to sneak around or move around.
as we move or away, he wants us to steal something to prove that we're
On his
reliable.
side. Yes.
Reliable to their organization. not just. It's one of those things.
Yes.
So between here and there, does it look like anybody's got like taking lunch, laid their jackets or something on the ground? Because I'm sure these guys are all dressed in their typical outfits, nothing to hide behind.
If you are attempting, you know what? If you are attempting to acquire
Yes.
the I look like a longshoreman, dock worker kind of guy garb,
Some way to mask what the 5 of us look like.
sure. We will hand wave that one. You can acquire that either purchasing it. Your wealthy guy can come up with a way to get it from one of the local stores, or you can thieve it. Sure.
The radio he tossed us, does it
Uh-huh.
look like it's a standard frequency that I might be able to attune my hands-free comms to?
Yes.
Okay, then I do that.
You could probably monitor one of the. Pierre could. Pierre, do you have any kind of cyberware that
Computers?
that monitors frequencies and things?
Oh, no, I have a arm and spine.
You can figure it out. Yeah, it's not that hard. You can play with it a little bit.
But I do have computers. So.
Okay. You can figure it out. Yeah, you can set your hands-free comms to the same channel if you want to. You can have it on an alternate net.
I was gonna say, can you switch through channels and see if you can find a frequency of the security?
Once you get to the site, if you wanted to use your hand-free comms to try and pick up their channel, sure.
What is that? I
Or
could
theirs.
So we'll pick
Try
up some longshoreman gear and masks.
Well-
Masks.
Yeah, well, once we get inside, we want to make sure we're not seen, right? Or at least our
Okay,
faces
so
identified?
some cloth. You're gonna
Something like that. I've got a filter mask.
Old
I'll
West
probably throw
style.
on.
Okay.
We have a problem though in me. I am not easy to hide.
It's okay.
How
Well,
I can-
no, but I was thinking if you want, I could
bathrobe.
I could maybe create a distraction nearby.
Well, before we get that for your planning, that's fine. Are we departing the dock to go?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
so it's going to be. You notice that there are some street meter patrols moving around the area, so you're going to have to make a stealth roll to successfully depart the docks without being noticed.
I'm trained with a 12 if you guys want to do a group roll to assist, or if we got better.
I will assist.
Yeah, this is a -3 on your difficulty because of the number of people. So let's see who can bring that number down.
I
I
will
will
assist you as
assist.
well.
Assisting. Not
Although it's
failing.
Nope. Pierre, nope. Bjorn,
Nope.
nope.
Just by one.
All right.
Nope.
We are
So,
not helping you.
-3.
Yeah, but you're not hindering either.
That's
and that's
true.
pretty impressive with Bjorn. He's all hunched over and he's down to, like 5'8",
Yeah.
which is, he feels like he's crawling and you're all looking at him, damn. Yeah, you're -3. Oh!
All right. So I have a card for you. Oh wait, you
I
don't
have
have
no
cards. Yeah.
You have no cards?
No,
He's
I
used
give
them.
out to
He used
use
them
for
all.
other skills and shit.
This is going to be intriguing. Okay. Hang on.
Well,
Oop, I
I'm
heard
going to place something on the
screech.
guards.
Well, we're not to the guards yet. You haven't even gotten off of the docks yet. What are you
Okay.
getting ready to do to me, Robert?
Well,
Hang on.
I put it in the middle beside
I
the two
see it.
characters.
Yep.
So I'm more than willing to play that.
Ah, so you're gonna try and set them back.
Mhm.
That's more of a. Why don't you hold on to that for
I
just
don't
a
know if this is
minute?
a word for what just happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's ridiculous. Thanks, Jim.
I don't know that I would blame Jim for
Well-
that.
He's not rolled a
Well,
one yet tonight, so I guess I had to get it. So
this is going toward the distraction, I could also play a mistaken identity.
I'd hold
There
on
we
to that.
go.
I'd hold on to that until we actually get to.
Okay. And wait. Before we do this, because we're not in rounds, right?
Not yet.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do this then. I know it's not great for everyone else, but if
You're
it
gonna
gets
rally?
us through, yeah.
Dan will
I'm rallying
appreciate
Dan.
that. You are rallying Dan.
All right, so we get what, 4 cards, right? That's what we start with.
Yep.
So,
I think somebody had a card they could trade you.
yeah.
Yeah, but that ship's kind of
I think
sailed.
yeah, it's going. But I will master plan your
Okay.
rally.
Oh, good.
I got 2 ideas at a coup de grace.
All right, so Street Beater Patrol has taken some interest in you, and they are casually approaching you. You guys are you're standing there holding this assortment of longshoreman's costume gear. I mean, it's costume gear to you. It's actual gear that you acquired, and you're kind of you don't look like you know what you're doing with it. You're like trying to, no, this one doesn't fit me. You're handing them over. You're trading them out. Oh, you're adjusting the hard hats, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And these guys are coming over. They seem to have taken some interest in you, and they are approaching. What would you like to do? How are you going to deal with this patrol of street beaters that has noticed you and is coming over?
Something we could do for you, officers?
You're not Spanish. That is English.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a issue.
Oh, by the way, you got spoofed IDs from at the mission briefing and a cyber papacy survival kit with temp tropes. Let me see IDs from everybody.
Oh, bless you for checking up nice in nice way. Yes.
Here you
Well,
go.
it's easier to be pleasant than rude, of course.
Exactly. It looks good upon you in your goodness.
kind of looks kind of a little funny at you, but yeah, you're not from around here much. He starts looking over your IDs. What is your business on the dock? You don't strike me as... And he kind of catches Bjorn's. You are not day labor.
We need work
I am
for y'all.
trying
To
to
make a
be.
little bit of money.
I am trying to be. Everyone need money.
What is Bjorn?
Bjorn's human.
Yeah, but what...
It's just he looks like a bear.
He's Starcold, right?
Yeah, he's Starcold.
Is he race?
Nope, he is core Earth human who transformed.
And then took on a little occult tech?
No, he has no occult tech. It is all
Mutations.
mutation.
Oh, it's all... Okay, he's all...
He was a little too close to Mother Russia Center.
I was at an
Suburbs of
underground
Moscow.
fight. I was at an underground fight when the blast went off.
Yes, yeah. Right next to that manhole cover. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, shit.
With that
Yeah.
bright light.
Bzzzt. Oh.
Unfortunately, my bandmates all died, but I
Or,
survived.
Fortunately. Yeah, this. You're gonna all have to come with us, and they start spreading out.
Oh, please Need money.
I was gonna say, is it illegal to try to get work?
We're going to take you downtown and figure that out. There's something that doesn't look right here.
Like what?
We'll figure that out at the
You-
station. Come
You
along.
know, you know what don't look right? Your face. You were a good person, now you are a bad person. I take my blessings back.
Are you
So-
getting...
Come
This is not...
Honestly,
I'm
officer,
being
there's
intimidated.
no
I'm trying to
need
be
for all of
intimidating
this.
now.
Okay, you're going to try and intimidate?
Oh yeah, well, you go away now. You leave good people alone trying to make money on the docks.
Go ahead and give me an intimidate roll.
I will.
It's not going to get you there.
You know,
He's a veteran street cop. He's seen some stuff.
you know, I have seen things too. Last was a 5. How's a 15 look?
That is a good success.
You know what? I'm gonna spice it up even more.
Oh my. Going for the fences.
Last roll was a 15. Heh. You need to shake in his booties.
Failed. Out of... Oh, this is... All right. They seem a little. It's getting towards lunchtime. They don't really want to fight. They kind of look like you guys need to fight a little bit, but their boss seems to be backing off a little bit, and they're giving you an opening here. You're kind of sitting on a decision point. You either, you've kind of created an. If you want to take them out, you can, and I'll let you start the fight with a card in your pool as if you had ambushed them, or they've given you kind of a way to. They look like they're getting ready to turn and walk away.
Go repent your sins, and I'm just gonna walk off.
They seem to be letting you walk away.
Have a blessed
Oh, I
day,
will take
gentlemen.
advantage of that and start walking away.
Is anybody
I
not
agree.
walking? Okay,
I mean,
everybody's
I'm glad
walking
to
away.
Walk away, but
Yeah.
have a blessed
Okay.
day, gentlemen.
Walk away and Espanol. Espanol.
Yes. Okay, so you do manage to get away. We're going to call that a scene. Let's go ahead and do the card thing.
Let's see. Does anybody
And
want-
I will tell you that it makes me happy that you rolled a 1, if for no other reason than I write what happens if you fail on everything,
Well, I'm glad I could be of service.
and never really expect people to fail, and then Jim rolls a 1. So thank you for not
Well, let me-
wasting.
Let me correct you. Jim normally would roll a
Yeah,
warm
this one
one,
was
but it
me.
was Dan giving you
Man, yeah.
the
Was it
pleasure
Dan that
of the
rolled a
one.
1?
Yes, it was.
It was
Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I was giving Dan's credit to Jim. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to Jim rolling the
That's why I
ones that
said
I'm.
thank you to Jim a minute ago when he left.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So.
All right,
All right.
I'm going to recycle this here transfer card.
Does anybody want to trade for an
And
idea? I got
recycling.
2, and I figured I'd drop one before I threw the next one.
I think the master plan was played.
I
I don't
played
think
it to
anyone's
pick up the
dropping
rally.
this. So it's not out there to be picked up.
Okay.
So
Oops.
Going once. Going. Oops. There. Yeah. Those 4 are going away.
There's
Going once. Going twice. Sold American. All right.
and I'm an idiot, so I need to get rid of this because there's too many card decks out there.
Oh, did you pick up another hand pool?
I picked up I was all the way down getting my cyber papacy card, and so which one was?
What did we pick up?
I think that was the
cousin.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
that one
Alright.
gets taken away. That would have helped though.
Yes, it would.
I mean, you could always get the what is it, the attune from whoever
Oh,
got
I
it
forgot.
from me.
I forgot to show that one to you.
Yeah, I wasn't going to play it yet until
That.
after we get to the warehouse because bad things can
Okay.
come up.
All right, you finally arrive at the customs warehouse. It is a long row of 3 connected warehouses with 3-story office complexes at either end. Observation of the complex notes one set of offices has people regularly going in and out, while the other does not. Each of the warehouses has 4 roll-up doors on either side, with a man door in between each roll-up door. Each door has a small inset camera, scanner, and magnetic card key activator. The warehouses have no windows on the second story, but the third story are all the typical crosshatch pattern of frosted glass windows set in steel frames that can be tilted open and closed from inside the warehouses themselves. The office floors at either end are all glass, affording good visibility to the streets below, but most have louvered blinds pulled to various degrees of open and closed. Buildings on opposite sides of the street are a like distance up and house various shipping and receiving businesses. There are no obvious cyber-papal forces patrolling the streets surrounding the complex, but various church officials, including armed ones, can be seen entering and leaving the active office complex. That fence, by the way, extends all the way around, and it has a couple of entrances, and each entrance has a card key. And as you are observing and doing your reconnoiter, you see a number of delivery vehicles pull up. The delivery driver waves some kind of badge at a reader, and then the gate goes, and he drives on in, pulls up to a bay, and parks. And as soon as he gets through, the gate cycles, hits the end, cycles, and closes.
So we need to get some sort of pass key to get past these things.
All right, so well, is there any way to stop a vehicle from getting close to the gate first without being seen?
Well, it's the vehicles, the delivery vehicles that are going in and out. Seemed as you spend some time. Go ahead and give me an evidence analysis roll.
Oh,
Somebody.
'Cause I'm
I'll
not
be
doing it.
happy to do that.
Would you like to do that, Jim, or would you like me to do it?
I have 3 ranks and I'm a 12 total. So
Oh, you can do it. Go ahead.
You analyze their evidence for us, please.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would like to assist me, I'd
Oh.
certainly take it.
I will assist. I understand. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't. Wow, like I was looking at the rolls that I had for those possibilities. It was, I first rolled a 5, then a 7, then a 9, and now a 1. It's going to be a good evening, gentlemen.
I don't help.
Oh, you're at a -1 at the moment, -2 at the moment. Excuse me. He has made it more difficult.
Ugh, I'm just babbling in his ear.
It's okay. I don't listen very well.
No, you're fine. Any success level is fine. You don't have to put anything on it. It's very easy to pick up the kind of vehicle that's moving in and out. They're all some kind of panel van or truck or something like that. And they seem to all follow the same route in and out. In fact, you get the idea that you can tell where a good spot might be where they all seem to catch the same light or stop sign and that they have to come to a halt. And if you wanted to try and carjack one of these delivery vans, it probably wouldn't be very difficult just to figure out what to do with the driver.
Tie him up, throw him in the back.
That's why I requisitioned this here riot stick. It will knock him out.
Get in the back.
Exactly.
So we going in with mask on, yes?
Yes, we
Yeah.
should. Although whoever driving might not want to be total mask, maybe a
Well,
disguise.
it's an automated gate. It's not like I got to
Oh,
cover
okay.
a gate guard.
But the camera will be there.
Well, you got a good success. So you notice that when they back up to a bay, and so if you know, they're never really going to see you necessarily outside. You could be, if you had everybody inside the delivery van, whoever's driving really is the only one they're going to see.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls up, ding the thing, go in. You can back up to a bay and then roll up door and open the back of the van, and you're nobody from the outside of the building. Now you don't know what's inside the building. You're going to have to deal with what's inside the building, but the outside forces, whatever outside stuff they've got, they're not going to
Yes.
see
Now,
you.
do the drivers get out, open up the back, and go in to unload their vehicles?
Some do, some don't. Depends on the type of vehicle.
All right, so we want to make sure we get a type of vehicle that seems to have the driver get out and do whatever.
Yeah, that way. I was gonna say the other option was we could just jump into the back of a van where the driver is never gonna even know we were in the van in the first place.
Until he opened door.
Right.
Aha!
Well, I mean, we can certainly do that, but I know from experience the driver can still hear that roll-up door going up and down.
Fair.
So carjacking it is, yes?
Yep.
So what's our plan?
So we will carjack a car where the driver looks like they normally would open up the roll-up door themselves. We'll carjack that car, knock out the driver, put him in the back, drive into the place, and then our driver will get out, open up the door so that we can then jump into the loading bay and then sneak in from there.
So you getting one where the driver gets out and walks around, or are you getting one where you stay inside the van?
I mean, the driver's got to be able to. Our driver's got to be able to come in with us. So that's what I'm thinking. Any of the vehicles that go in there, the driver get out and go inside the building.
Well, like I said, so you've observed vehicles where it backs up to the dock, and then in some, the driver gets out, walks to the back of the vehicle, climbs up there in the little gap, and then opens everything up. Others, he never gets out of the vehicle, and you see the door go up, and so he's done it from the inside.
That's the one we want. We want from the inside to.
Okay,
the door.
that was my question. It's like, okay, are we
Like-
getting out of
like
the
a-
vehicle, or are we not getting out?
Like
I got
a
it, I got
UPS
it.
truck, not a 5
Yes, yes. Okay, something like a UPS or a FedEx truck.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's not hard. They're coming and going all the time. So, so the way I'm going to work this for you is you're going to go ahead and have surprise, which means you're going to get to start with a card in your pool. He's an ord, so if you deal a wound to him, he's out, and he doesn't know it's coming. But if you want to do this without being spotted by any of the street cameras, you'll have to make a combined action on that first attack, that surprise round. So whatever you do to try and take out the driver is going to be at -2 to try and hide from the cameras. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So let's go ahead and flip a card, and we will do the whole surprise round. So reversal, you guys get to go first. Maneuver and taunt are approved actions. This is standard, by the way. So
What was that?
Don't know. That was weird.
that would me. One of y'all got an update you weren't expecting.
I just
Alright,
had
so
some
who-
sort of message pop up on my screen. I don't know what the hell it was.
Oh, Dan did it. All right, so I just added all of you to the turn order, and you're not there. I have to do it again. Now soaring sleuth is there twice. So
I think
who
we
would
all
like to-
are actually.